So, und damit kommen wir zur letzten Partie dieser zweiten Session der Happy Bet German Darts Open 2017. Er kommt aus der schönen Steiermark. Er ist in Graz geboren, er lebt in Knittelfeld, hat sich in diesem Jahr die Tourcard sichern können, war aber auch schon zweimal im Ellipelli mit dabei. Die Rede ist vom Hypercane Soran Lerchbacher.
Well, let's do it one more time on the first day of action here at the German Darts Open in Saarbrücken, and the German crowd will be recovering from a historic moment they've just witnessed. 16-year-old Nico Bloom, the youngest ever player to appear on the European Tour, beat Josh Payne and booked his place in the second round tomorrow. Austria's Zoran Lerchbacher and Belgium's R.Huybrechts bid to join him, and 31 other players in round two. And joining me, Chris Murphy, to talk you through this last match is Mike Lawrence.
Well, yes, I think we're all recovering from that fantastic performance we've just seen from Nico Bloom. Oh, what a talent, and to hold his nerve at the age of 16. The crowd really getting behind him. And Austria versus Belgium to round off the first round this evening and complete the lineup going into the second round tomorrow against those top 16 seeds. Both these players coming through the European qualifiers last night, and a family affair with Zoran beating John Rodriguez 6-3 and R.Huybrechts beating his brother Roxy James Rodriguez
to throw first.
6-0. But it's Ronnie then throwing first.
Probably even worse for the Rodriguez brothers, knowing that they would have ended up playing each other if they'd have gone on to qualify through that route.
140.
So only one space left in the second round, and it is for the right to take on a certain Michael van Gerwen.
So both these guys will relish that prospect, I'm sure.
Well, MVG was unbeatable last week in Jena, averaged over 100 in every single one of his games, en route to the title, tournament average of around 107.
100. $95.
R.Huybrechts has been in decent form this year. He reached a Pro Tour final earlier in the year. Hit a 9-darter as well. That was streamed live.
97.
Lost out to Simon Whitlock in the final, as he did at the back end of last year in a Players' Championship event.
136, running you require 164.
So can he get underway with a big outshot? Zoran waiting on the biggest outshot of them all, 170, which he will get a crack at now.
$83, Zoran you require 170.
Well, there's none bigger than this. Not going to go either. Huybrechts will be a fairly strong favourite in this contest.
60. Ronnie, you require 81.
Speaking of family affairs, his brother Kim is in action tomorrow as well. He's a seeded player, the number 9 seed, and will take on Mervyn King as Ronnie looks at double 12.
Oh,
57.
You even saw George Noble there.
Ronnie, you require 110.
You can see the mark in the middle of the double 12 where the dart fell in and out. Double 15.
80. Ronnie, you require 24.
If they get another go, just hope that the double will accept the dart this time.
Game short and
down the
first.
same spot.
Exactly the same spot.
Second leg Zoran to throw first. Game on.
And we've seen Zoran in European Tour events before. He qualified for 3 events last year.
100.
We saw him last weekend as well in Jena, beaten in the opening round by Jamie Lewis 6-3.
Yeah, as was R.Huybrechts. He lost in the first round 6-5 to Johnny Clayton in a game that went
41.
10 straight holes of throw, and then Clayton broke in the deciding leg, but it was handed to him, gift wrapped by R.Huybrechts.
24.
The Belgian looking to go one better at least this weekend. Many will say that he'd be lucky to go any further than that if Michael van Gerwen turns up in the same kind of form that he did last week. But you've got to give yourself the chance to beat him.
45.
Yeah, MVG in action tomorrow evening. The afternoon session getting underway here, 1 o'clock local time on Saturday afternoon.
100.
Midday British summer time if you're watching in the UK. 8 second round matches in the afternoon session, and another 8 in the evening session, starting at 7 o'clock local time.
59.
Peter Wright, Dave Chisnell, Jelle Klassen among those in action. Benito van der Pas in the evening session along with MVG.
Yeah, well, some very interesting ties have been set up for tomorrow.
70.
Paul Nicholson was pleased to
64.
have set up a clash with Benito van der Pas. He beat him at the World Championship a couple of years ago. Nicholson has not been back there since. Narrative building in a few of these contests. Simon Whitlock against Darren Webster. He needs to exercise a few darting
96.
demons against the Demolition Man as well. But in this one, Huybrechts having it his own way so far.
$105. Ronnie, you require 68.
So for a break of throw early on, and a 2-0 lead, double 4 for the Rebel. Double 2.
64.
Well,
Ronnie, you require 57.
so a chance then to go all square at 1 apiece. Got to hit this double top though, Zoran.
17.
Can't do it.
Ronnie, you require 4.
Well, Ronnie let Lerchbacher in. Now Zoran's handed it back to Huybrechts. He now wants double 1.
Aim shot in the second leg. Ronnie Huybrechts.
And that was a 21 dart breaker throw.
Third leg, Ronnie to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, it's not yet hitting the heights in the early exchanges, but all that Ronnie will be interested in is that leg scoreline, 2-0.
It's got a funny feel about this game, having
30.
followed what went before. They're almost on a kind of hiding to nothing, aren't they? It's after the Lord Mayor's show, the crowd are kind of just talking amongst themselves about what they've just witnessed.
Yeah,
60.
It's difficult for these two guys to follow that.
There's one way to get them back on their feet, of course. Well, it's a couple of ways.
9 darts would probably do it.
60.
Calm down, Mike. We've not had one on the European Tour for 3 years. Didn't even get I've not even had a missed double 12 this year, I don't think. Certainly didn't last weekend.
140. $100.
Both similarly paced, these two players. Steady throwing actions, and there's the result with a ton 80. his first and the first of the match.
Funny watching the crowd there. They gave it everything, didn't they, for Nico Bloom? And it was kind of a half-hearted 180 cheer as they lifted up their 180 cards. 96 left. But he'll be back, looking to halve the deficits.
Yeah, it's probably starting to take its toll, the long day, for those that were here for the afternoon session and have been here all evening in the crowd. And the place will be buzzing tomorrow and Sunday.
137, on your request 76.
Sold out in very quick time.
Well, that was a good pressure visit from Huybrechts. Lerchbacher has one dart at double.
41.
And it's wide.
Ronnie requires 74.
And this is the kind of finish that Ronnie Huybrechts loves. It's only for a hold of throw. But he finds the top corner.
Ronnie Huybrechts. All legs on to throw first. Game on.
Well, one-way traffic in the direction of the Belgian early on in this game.
100.
Yeah, I think racing into a 3-0 lead would be stretching the language a little bit. Oh. Could be starting with a maximum here.
180.
He is.
83.
Come on, Ronnie, follow it up. Oh.
99.
I think 4 in a row is about the most we've seen today, isn't it? Double 20s.
I think we saw...
Or do we see a 5?
I think we saw 5. I can't remember. It was this afternoon.
100.
Did Paul Nicholson have 5? Anyway, Huybrechts has hit 3 doubles, and that's the most important thing. And he's down to a finish again before his opponent against the darts. And the Austrian plumber
25.
may just be getting that sinking feeling.
28. $96.
Setting it up nicely with Lerchbacher not on a finish, so double 16 awaits Ronnie Huybrechts.
137. Ronnie, you require 32.
Yes, good stuff from Ronnie. And could we be heading for the second whitewash of the evening?
Ronnie to throw first. Game on.
Haven't seen Andy Hamilton dumped out by Dimitri Vandenberg 6-0 earlier on this evening.
Well, Team Belgium, isn't it? Refusing to lose a leg
140
on the first day of the German Darts Open. The Hypercane chucking some hyper darts, and he has got something to say about the possibility of a whitewash.
$42.
What can he follow it up with? Well, it's got to be a ton at the most, and
60.
It's only 60.
Huybrechts again making a move.
171.
All the 19s. A 171 to get himself down to a finish. And again, in a leg where he's throwing first, found himself behind and then pulled out a big visit.
100.
Becoming a habit of Huybrechts in this match.
Great darts. Here we go. Well, we'll just look to leave a decent finish in the event of
92.
Lerchbacher not taking out the 161, which he won't do. So 56 awaits Ronnie to go to within one leg of victory.
Ronnie require 56.
And a mouth-watering second round tie against Michael van Gerwen. Double top.
$16.
This is a
Ronnie
chance
require
for
96.
Lerchbacher. Well, he's got choices here. Two doubles, maybe. Not in. Can't believe it's not in. And I can't believe he stayed there. Double for me.
56.
Especially with the light of
40.
the first start. Now R.Huybrechts does want double top.
A shot to the fifth leg. Ronnie R.Huybrechts. Six legs on to throw first. Game on.
And R.Huybrechts looking for an early night.
140.
And the Austrian Lerchbacher needs to pull something out of the bag pretty quickly, because Ronnie R.Huybrechts is on his way to a whitewash here. Very little to choose between them in terms of the averages. But the scoreline tells a very different story.
Well, the PDC announced the 32
60.
World Cup teams yesterday. Belgium, of course, are one of those, the former runners-up. Ronnie usually plays with his brother Kim, but Dimitri van den Berg may be making a bid for his place with a 6-0 victory.
100.
Well, Ronnie R.Huybrechts putting him back in his place. And again, a timely big visit from Ronnie R.Huybrechts.
180. Ronnie 161.
161, plays 161. Lerchbacher will not be getting a dart at the bullseye. Ronnie R.Huybrechts to finish
48.
with a fanfare, perhaps.
Ronnie require 161.
What a way to finish it would be. It won't happen. What can he leave?
58. Zoran
Or
require
can
113.
Zoran just restore a bit of respectability and get a leg on the board?
He's going to get a dart. Well, should have.
No score.
I think he's bust. Well,
Ronnie require 103.
Yeah, he scored 121. And he won 113.
Oh, I made a right mess of that.
He's going to get another go.
95.
After the first start, he should have been having a dart double for a leg. Ends up going for this finish again. Well, that's not going to happen, and you can see what he thinks of it as well, can't you?
97.
Yeah,
Ronnie, you require 8.
I think the head's a bit scrambled.
So double 4 for R.Huybrechts to complete a 6-0 whitewash victory, double 2, and there it is. R.Huybrechts hammers Zoran Lerchbacher, the second whitewash of the day, the second Belgian player to produce a whitewash on this first day of the German Darts Open, and we do it all again tomorrow. R.Huybrechts is through to take on Michael van Gerwen, who joins the action as the head of 16 seeds playing here in Saarbrücken tomorrow. We'll hear from Ronnie R.Huybrechts in a moment, but do join us for the second round of the German Darts Open tomorrow.
Zoran, halt die Ohren steif. Wir sehen uns wahrscheinlich in Sindelfingen wieder. Er spielt ansonsten wirklich ein konstant gutes Jahr. Aber das hat heute nicht funktioniert. Ronnie, congratulations. That looked pretty easy, honestly. 6-0.
No, it wasn't our best game, but a win is a win, so I'm happy with that.
Tomorrow there's a guy waiting who is the #1 in the world, Michael van Gerwen. What's your plan?
I have no plan. No, you have all the good players, then there's Michael, so we will see tomorrow.
I mean, you beat Phil Taylor in the European Darts Championship 2012. And there was a time where Taylor was dominating the tour as well.
Yeah, but sometimes I get in that zone, then I can beat everyone. I beat Michael a few times, but the problem is I not always get in that zone. So even today I was so nervous because last week I played really well. Then I missed 6 match darts, and then you start thinking, and so, but we will see tomorrow.
We will see tomorrow. Thank you very much. R.Huybrechts. Er steht also in der